Good morning. Today we're going to read our book, Pete the Cat, Pete's Big Lunch again today. And today we're going to focus on endings. We're going to focus on endings as we read. And then when we're all done reading, we're going to focus on retelling the story by telling what happened in the beginning, the middle, and the end. So before we start looking at the endings inside of the book, let's do a little practice. So I have on my whiteboard a snap word. What does a snap word say? Yeah, that snap word says look. And if we add an S ending, it says looks. And if we add an ED ending, it says looked. Like I looked all over for my puppy. And if we add the ing ending, it says looking. Looking. Ready? You read the words. Look, looks, looked, looking. All right, I have another word on here. Let's try it with the word want. So this word says want, like I want to eat some ice cream. If I add an S ending, it says once. Good. If I add an ED ending, it says wanted, like she wanted to go to the park. And if I add an ing ending, it says wanting. All right, read these words. This one, here we go. Yes, want, once, wanted, wanting. So as we read today, we're going to notice some of the words that have endings, and we're going to make sure that when we read those words, we're going to read all the way through to make sure that we're reading the endings. So on some of the pages, I've highlighted the words with endings, but I didn't highlight all the words with endings because there's just a really lot. So we're just going to practice with a few as we read. All right, let's read it together. Pete the Cat, Pete's Big Lunch. When we find a word that I highlighted, we'll look at it. Okay, so like see this word? If this part of the word says come, and we add the S ending, it says, yes, comes. Here we go, let's read it. Lunch, here, Pete. Did you read it all the way to the end? Did you say comes? Good. It is lunchtime. Pete is ready to eat. What should Pete eat? A sandwich would be nice. All right, here we go. If this part of the word says want, and we add a S ending, this word says yes, once. So when we come to this word, I'm not going to read it. You read it and make sure you read it all the way to the end. Ready? Yes. Pete a sandwich. Pete opens the fridge. Oh, I highlighted two words on here. If this part of the word says take, and we add a S ending, the word says yes, takes. Ready? He out a loaf of bread. He finds a yummy fish. What does that part of the word say? Yeah, it says add. If we have add and we add the S ending, it says adds. Okay, when we get here, you're going to read it. He, tomato, and mayo. Oh, I see a different kind of ending. If this part of the word says miss, and we add the ing ending, this word says missing. So when we get to this word, you're going to read missing. Pete looks at his sandwich. It is too small. Something is. Pete knows what it needs. His sandwich needs an apple. Pete loves apples. His sandwich needs crackers. crackers are crunchy. Pete loves crunchy crackers. All right, here we go. What does that part of the word say? Yep, it says look. If we have look and we add the S ending, it says looks. Pete at his sandwich again. It is still too small. Pete is very hungry. Pete adds a pickle. Pete adds cheese. Pete adds an egg, 2 hot dogs, a banana, and a can of beans. Something is missing. All right, let's look at this one. If that part of the word says take, and we add a S ending, it says takes. Pete adds ice cream. 3 huge scoops. Pete's sandwich is too big for Pete to eat. Let's look at this word. If this part of the word says think, and we add a S ending, it says thinks. Pete wonders what to do. Pete and it's the same word. I've got it, Pete says. Pete calls all of his friends. He asks them to come over. Everyone goes to Pete's house. They are all very hungry. Pete shows them his big lunch. All right, let's look at this word. If that word says Pete, and we add a S ending, what does it say? Pete's. Are you hungry? Asks Pete. Sandwich is big enough for everyone. Dig in, says Pete. Pete's sandwich is good. Pete's sandwich is very good. Pete's sandwich is all gone. Pete's friends are full. They liked Pete's big lunch. Thanks for lunch, Pete's friends say. All right, let's take a look at this word. If this part of the word says share, and we add the ing ending, it would say sharing. Good. Thanks for You're welcome, Pete says. Sharing is cool. All right, so today we're going to retell the story. We know that when we retell the story, we say what happened in the beginning, in the middle, and the end. So first, let's look at the beginning. The beginning is like the first page or like the first 2 pages. Oh yeah, do you remember what happened in the beginning? Tell me what happened in the beginning. Say, in the beginning. Yes. In the beginning, Pete decided to make a sandwich. Now, remember the middle part is really long. So let's look at all. Do you remember what he did all through the middle? He's doing kind of the same thing over and over. All right. So tell me what happened in the middle. Say, in the middle. In the middle, Pete made a really big sandwich. And let's check the book, go back to the text, to think about what happened in the end. Oh, yes. Are you remembering what happened in the end? All right. Tell me what happened in the end. Say, in the end. Yes, in the end, Pete shared his sandwich with all of his friends. We retold the story. We said what happened in the beginning, in the middle, and the end. Thanks for reading with me today. Today we worked on our endings and retelling the story. That was really fun. I will see you tomorrow so we can work on something else with this book. Bye.